Mortal Kombat. 1992 originally. 1993 in North America. Oh, God, Goro, why would you do that to Acclaim? They did nothing wrong. That's not entirely true. They're all by Sculpture Software. I don't look. We talked about this company before on this stream. Mortal Kombat for the Super Nintendo. That's a nice sound, right? Ugh. Let's just check this out. Difficulty level. I am tempted just to throw this on easy because, boy, oh boy, this game is hard. But let's leave it on medium for now. Also, game mode. Hand to hand. Weapons disabled in versus mode only. This game does not have weapons in it. What this means, funnily enough, when it says weapons disabled, means no special moves. And I find this extremely funny that it's phrased this way. So it's like Liu Kang can't do his like fireball, or Scorpion can't do his spear attack when it says weapons disabled in hand-to-hand mode. Or weapons allowed. It's like on one part, this being worded this way reminds me of, like, you know, people back then saying it's like, oh, that guy is such a like hardcore martial artist. It's like your hands need to be registered as like weapons with the police or something, or with the state. Or like, it's also bringing me, it's making me remember like when I was in the arcades learning special moves, or quote unquote a thing that you could do in fighting games, right? It's like, it reminds me of like, you know, people saying like, oh, it's like people watching Street Fighter 2 happen, and it's like, that karate dude has a gun. It's like, I heard if you like do this like special movement with your stick, with your joystick, and press punch, he'll shoot a gun. And it's like, dude, it's a fireball. Yeah, makes sense. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Let's check the button config really quick. Yeah, high kick, low kick, high punch, low punch, sure, right? L and R to block, not back button, because it's Mortal Kombat. All right, let's just get started with this. Classic. So, I've not played MK1 in a very, very long time. Let alone played the arcade Mortal Kombat 1 in a very long time. So this is going to be really interesting for me. Okay. High punches, low, high kick, hold back, low kick to sweep, and just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. What if you just keep doing it? Just like Johnny. It's a great fight. That's a great fight. No blood today, says hey, El Pollo. Look, we're playing Mortal Kombat for the Super Nintendo. It's a special game. I cannot tell you how badly how stupid this game is. First and foremost, this game feels like crap. This feels terrible, right? If people don't know, long story short, this Super Nintendo version is not the ideal version of Mortal Kombat, let's say. Aside from not having blood, which is actually, realistically speaking, not the biggest issue with this game. It's the fact that it's like, if you don't play it, unless you play it for yourself, there's so much latency on hitting any of these buttons, okay? Everything takes like half a second for it to come out. So like, it feels like a laggy mess. Especially if you ever played the original game, which, again, I have not in a long time. Oh, boy. Sub-Zero wins. But also, like, you know, these digitized sprites, they're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, per se. Oh, oh no. Great. That looks terrible. That looks terrible. It's not even doing an uppercut to the guy's head. And, you know, so it's like they've severely censored this game as well. So, like, it's not what you want, right? Can you do the split punch? You can. Let me see if I can remember how. Hold on. I did bring up a moves list. Oh, I cannot pause the game. Cool. Oh boy. It's like this roundhouse kick does not knock the enemy down if I was to get super technical about it, which it's supposed to. But I sure can do this. Let's take a look at this move list. Back forward punch for green bolt. Back forward low kick. Okay. For the shadow kick, of course. Which just gets blocked, like, all the time. So, this is the most effective way to play this game. And then, forward 3 times in a high punch, which ironically does a kick instead of an uppercut. Ay. How do I do the split punch? Okay, it's hold block and press low punch. Alright. Oh, we gotta... You know what? I have a turbo button. What can I say? Come on. Do I have to press a button? I think I had to press a button. Hold on. What the button is? I actually don't know. Is it start, select, down? I'm literally hitting every button. Okay, it's the block button. Great. There we go. Spamming lows still works to this day. We're not playing Virtua Fighter, Miss Valentine. What are you talking about? That's a different video game. But also, yes. Right, so it's like down and low punch. Oh, God, hold on. There we go. Great. Ow, 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 ow. Well, shit. Wonder if the pit is censored. Hold on, let me... How do I do a stage fatality in this? Execute an uppercut at the end of the fight in the pit. Yeah, just do an uppercut. That's all. See if we can do that. While I sweep kick this guy to oblivion. Hold on. If you don't mind. Hold on. There's one. Yeah, it is just uppercut. Yeah. It's only in MK2 where it gets a little more specific, right? You know what? I can throw a fireball too. Ow. That looks bad. Well, that looked bad. that looked not great. I will say, okay, if I stop being a clown about this game for a bit. It was a different time, right? This game exists from a different time. Yeah, safely in between the spikes. Thanks, my Hero Zero. I will say, this game doesn't not look bad, per se, if you have no context of what the arcade version looks like. Bring this home, right? Oh my god, would you please? Like, at the time, I remember being marveled that this was even coming home, right? This was, you know... Arcade games coming to a home console was a novel thing still, right? Also, I'm eating chip damage. There we go. Oh, no! I like how our projectiles didn't cancel each other out. Also, that kick is not safe on hit. that low kick, absolutely not safe on hit. Okay, come on. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. Let's try a different character. Let's try a different character. You know, right on the tail end of like Street Fighter 2 getting real hot, like I can't deny how novel this felt at the time, right? I cannot. So I remember how do I do a slide? Shit. Hold on. Hold back. Back low punch. Oh my god. What? Hold back low kick, high kick? Okay. There we go. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Oh, God. The way this game feels, though, it's like molasses, right? It's very hard to kind of get that across without you actually playing it for yourself, but like I said, every attack, every movement in this game, like it feels, like you can feel the latency in the controller, right? But yeah, like, you know, there's a reason why when people saw this game originally, they were like, graphics will never look better than this, you know? Or people thinking that. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what? Kano! Back up! You're absolutely correct on that, Megan the Scoops. Burmick says, I remember a friend showing me the arcade game in a big pizza party place. Sure. Like, you know, I would not be surprised most people ran into this game for the first time at like a Chuck E. Cheese or something, right? A lot of people would. The first time I encountered this game would have been probably at a... Oh, God damn it. Probably in like a shopping mall, right? In fact, I want to say it was at a Walmart specifically. When I was living in the US at the time. Actually, it might have been a JCPenney. I can't remember. Also, I'm getting my ass kicked out here. I think I was having better luck playing as Johnny Cage. I think also a lot of people played Scorpion, right? Which is just about everyone knows how to throw a Scorpion spear, right? I would even argue to say, I would say most people probably can throw a Scorpion spear than like a Hadouken, if I had to surmise. At least it's easier. It's just back low punch, right? And then you do a sick ass uppercut and move on with your life. Whereas I think most people probably couldn't throw a Hadouken on first blush. Quarter circle's a little more complicated, right? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's also more, I'll admit, more gratification on throwing a Scorpion spear, right? Let's see if I can remember how to do a teleport, even. Is it not just a backwards... Kosora is just a backwards Hadouken with a low punch. Shit. I don't remember how to do Scorpion Fatality. Check the list. Down, back, high punch, right? Right. Just a up, whole block, right? Okay. Okay, but have they trained dogs how to throw Scorpion spears? You know? Where's that dog that played all that Ken Griffey Jr. baseball at AGDQ? Any of the scoops? That's what I want to know. which was awesome, by the way. I actually do want to know what that dog's up to. But that dog... Yeah, Peanut Butter! That's right. Thanks, my Hero Zero. If Peanut Butter can throw a Scorpion Spear but not Hadouken, I'd be like, yeah, that tracks. That tracks. There we go. Can I do it in the air? I don't think I can do it in the air in MK1. No, you cannot. Only from standing. Go here. Come on. Closer, maybe? Just up, up, isn't it? That's what I was pressing. Yeah, up, up, half screen. Right? This is full screen. Why isn't it working? Come on. This is... Oh, there we go. That's more like sweep distance, if I'm being honest. There we go. It felt like shit. You also played Gyrobite? I didn't know that. I gotta see that. Oh, it's a mirror match. We both threw that spear at exactly the same time, yet his won out for some reason. You know what? Have you heard of sweeps? Have you heard the good word? It's a good video game. That does look like a U, doesn't it? It does look like Scorpion. You are absolutely correct. Oh my god, come on, I blocked. Dude. God, these normals are shit. The only thing that makes any sense is the sweep in this game. Oh look, he's perfectly safe. This game's not good. And Soundtown, you bring up a really good point. I guess you could say that about any fighting game. I know I say it about any, any fighting game. I don't know about you, but... It's like the sweeping is just a metaphor. Oh my god. He blew up! And he turned into a Johnny Cage. Which I'm also going to sweep. And just mash. Oh, what? There we go. Shang Tsung back there. Old Shang Tsung, specifically. Oh my god. Just the least responsive feeling video game of all time, I think. Jesus Christ. Block button is also weird. Like, not everyone's going to be into that. Look, I think everyone knows this is not the version to play, right? Like, I feel like the Super Nintendo version might be responsible for, like, people truly thinking Mortal Kombat is a way more dog shit than it actually is, if I'm being honest. Oh my god. I also think the Super Nintendo version of Mortal Kombat might be responsible for, like, making the console wars of the time be way more inflamed than it actually was. Oh, shit. I fucked that up. Let's try it again. There we go. Old Shang Tsung as opposed to hot 1995 movie live action. Yeah, like, look, Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa. Yeah, that's his name. I also had to think in my head. I'm like, wait, where was it? Yeah, that guy was smoking in that game, right? Oh my god, come on, dude. Jesus. Well, that come here sounds good, at least. I will say, like, this game sounds okay, in my opinion. Mostly. I'm not gonna say it sounds great, but that "come here" sounds fantastic. At least. That didn't work. Oh, come on. Come on. Jesus Christ. What? Okay. I have no health for this one. Oh, well, that's not good. Cool. Cool. Cool finisher, dude. How long have we been playing this? Let's see if we can finish it. Let's see if we can finish this. Let's see if I can finish this game with Liu Kang. It's only like 2 more fights or something, right? See if I can hold on to this button here, right? Whoops. Wait, is it not? Oh shit, I was holding the wrong button. Is it low kick for the, Nope. To do the bicycle kick, right? Hold on. Oh, right. He didn't have no bicycle kick in this version for Liu Kang. I forgot about that. You got the flying kick, so it's like forward, high kick, but you don't have to hold on to low kick for like a few seconds and then let go. Ow. Oh, I can't combo that either. It's like you want to get that jump kick low. Like this. There we go. That's a combo! Which in this game is nuts! For a game that is not meant to have combos, right? Oh, bloody hell. Let's try this again, shall we? Hold on. God damn it. Get out of here. No low fireball either, only goes high. Shit. Oh! Oh! Damn it! Oh, what? You know what? Fuck. Come on. Come on. Dude! That's fine. It's fine. This game is kind of dog shit. I can't rewind my way into it, just seeing some kind of ending out of this. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. That game just plays so bad. It plays so bad. I can't believe this game is worse than Super Godzilla. I would not go, well... Let's take a look at the list, shall we? First, to summarize my thoughts, I have to. I think this game looks okay. I don't think it looks horrendous for the most part, right? I will at least give props. Burmick brought up earlier, right? Like, the digitized sprites. Ming Scoops, you also mentioned it, right? Like, or at least I think you did. The digitized sprites thing is truly novel at the time, right? The fact that we're even able to even fit that on a Super Nintendo deserves some credit. Absolutely deserves some credit, right? The sprites are fairly large. I would argue they don't look nearly as good as the arcade, obviously, but you could... Novel. At the very least, novel. Sound-wise, it's fine. It's not, again, nearly as good as the arcade. Of course it's not. But arguably, like, I think a lot of people compare this game too much to the Genesis version. Which, yes, the Genesis version of this game is better. But there's a lot about the Genesis version that I think people forget. That its color depth is worse, because that's what the Sega Genesis was only capable of. So like the sprites actually don't look that much better if you ask me. Does that sound better? That's also arguable. Like, I think the Super Nintendo version sounds better as well. Does it have the blood? Yeah! Great! One might say a key defining aspect of Mortal Kombat, right? It's got the gore, it's got the blood, which is fine. But of course, that's what they'll grasp onto, right? That being said, holy hell, comparatively speaking, this version plays like shit. The combat is also not that great, I'll be honest, right? I don't think... Sorry, let me take that back. It's not that I think the combat is not that great. It's very different than what everyone else is doing with cloning Street Fighter II, right? So I have to give that some props. This game is all about like people that a lot of people know with Street Fighter II, combos are a mistake, right? Combos were a mistake. It was not on purpose, right? The combos that happen in a Mortal Kombat game, still a mistake. a happy mistake, right? They did not design it like this on purpose for me to do that jump kick and then do that flying kick immediately with Liu Kang. It's a mistake that using Raiden, you can catch someone with the Superman attack when they're on the floor. And you can't do anything when they're on the floor, so it counts as a combo. It's like, there's a lot of mistakes in this game that don't make sense in a modern context, obviously, right? There's a lot here that is novel, but it's a lot here that is, like, again, not what I would call makes for a good video game on the Super Nintendo. So, is this better than Pit Fighter? Yeah. Yeah, obviously. Mortal Kombat is the Web 1.0 of Mortal Kombat. I'd say it's also even the web... I will go as far as say it's a Web 1.0 of fighting games. Actually, no. I wouldn't even say that. Like, Street Fighter 2 is the Web 1.0 still, right? Mortal Kombat is an answer to Street Fighter in a lot of ways. Just a very, very different answer, right? And I'm not even, you know, we're discounting a lot of history with this statement, right, Del Focus? You know, the very first Street Fighter, even, right? We're discounting Yi Kung Fu. We're discounting Karate Champ, you know? There's a lot of things we're discounting here in the history that need to matter as well. But in terms of the time frame, you know, if we're also not discounting BBSs and stuff for the internet, right? And yeah, sure. Web 1.0, if you want to say that. I'll go along with you on this. This game is better than Pit Fighter. This game is better than Time Cop. It's better than Power Moves. Ugh, Power Moves. Did you beat it already? No. El Pollo, I did not. I did not. Did I beat it in terms of saying I'm done? Yes. I don't want to play that game anymore because it feels so bad. It feels so bad. Is Mortal Kombat 1 better than Earthworm Jim? Yeah, I think so. I'd rather... Look, it's still better than Clay Fighter, okay? Easily. Now, okay, is Mortal Kombat 1 better than Super Godzilla? Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. It's better than Rise of the Robots. Why you get out of here? Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. But Clay Fighter has that funky snowman. Miss Valentine, I choose. Look, let's put it this way. Clay Fighter feels like shit too, right? I choose Scorpion over a funky snowman. I said it. I said it. Clay Fighter is innovative. I would have to disagree. El Pollo. If Mortal Kombat is an answer to Street Fighter, Clay Fighter's answer to is a getting up to drunkenly argue and instead throwing up all over your shoes and collapsing. Yeah. 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 If you want, like, Rise of the Robots, I'm not going to play this game again, right? But you have to remember, Rise of the Robots is an answer to Mortal Kombat. Okay? You have to remember that. Digitized sprites are because of Mortal Kombat, right? Rise of the Robots also uses digitized sprites. Has a cool game over screen? I do not care. It's better than Ultraman, you know? It's better than Ranma 1/2 Hard Battle. It's better than Weapon Lord and Dragon the Bruce Lee story. Granted, the bar is very low. All these fighting games feel terrible. Okay? That one whole song by Brian May, isn't it just like a guitar lick? That's it. That opening, like, wow, that's it. And that's it. Mortal Kombat's still better than G Gundam. What's a song, really? Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. It's better than Tough Enough. Oof. It's better than Battle Master. Another fighting game that is supremely broken. It's probably better than that. Ooh. Is Mortal Kombat better than Battletoads and Battle Maniacs? I'm actually not sure about that one. It's better than Venom / Spider-Man Separation Anxiety. I think Mortal Kombat's better than Spider-Man and X-Men Arcade's Revenge. I think this port isn't. Well, let's take a look. I think Mutant Fighter is better than Mortal Kombat 1. I think The Hunt for Red October is actually better than Mortal Kombat 1. I think I'd rather even have Smart Ball over Mortal Kombat 1. John Mac 2 is asking for a lot, though. Am I underselling Mortal Kombat 1? I don't know. No, Cool Spot is better than Mortal Kombat 1. Saturday Night Slam Masters is better. Dull Focus, you have to agree with me. Ranma 1/2 Oogie Jonkin is absolutely better than Mortal Kombat 1. I think Knights of the Round is better. Ooh, but Dream Basketball Duncan Hoop. I think Miss Pac-Man is better than Mortal Kombat 1. Yeah, I Mango Scoops, that's kind of where I'm sitting. I will take Mortal Kombat 1 over Battletoads and Battle Maniacs. This game is not good, right? This game looks really good. Gameplay. Zoto Mahjong, it's not great version of Mahjong. It's better than Bing Bing Bingo as much as I like this game. My user's like, yeah, eat shit, Rare. Look, I think Battletoads and Double Dragon is better than Mortal Kombat 1, so not completely eat shit. Come on. Come on. Art of Fighting 2 is rough. Eat shit, Acclaim. Okay. Are these Jeopardy games better than Mortal Kombat 1? Remember, it's got digitized Alex Trebek in it. Digital. I can't even say it. Digital Trebek is pretty good. And he even does the digitized voice of Alex going like, answer is, you know, Digit Trebek. That's hard to say. I think Mortal Kombat is better than Digit Trebek. I think it's also better than Art of Fighting 2. I think it's better than Joe and Mac 2, but I don't think it's better than Smart Ball. Is it better than Smart Ball's not good. What am I saying? What am I saying? Gunman's Proof is also like extremely not it. A lot of these games are extremely not it. Fuck. I would rather play MK1 than Smart Ball. The only reason I said it was better than Smart Ball because Smart Ball was like trying to do something, but I mean trying to do something. I mean, like, you know, it's like, hey, what if you're like a little goop and you could like, you know, slide around in the sewers and you could like slime your way up walls and just trying something different for a platformer. But I think I'm discounting a lot of what Mortal Kombat gets for its novelty as a starting point to building something bigger, which we'll get to. Mortal Kombat 1 is better than Fire Striker. It's better than Mech Warrior. It's... Remember in Hunt for October when you fought a Kraken with your submarine? That was kind of cool. That was kind of cool. I think Mortal Kombat's our new 210. What a stupid place to put this game. Mortal Kombat is not better than Battletoads Double Dragon for the Super Nintendo. For the Super Nintendo, right? Like, if I was ranking actual Mortal Kombat, arcade Mortal Kombat, it'd be better than, you know, a lot of these games. Actual arcade Mortal Kombat would be way high, way higher. It'd be better than Jurassic Park. It'd be better than, you know, the best karate, for God's sakes. It'd be better than Super Variable Geo. I would even go as far as say it's better than Final Fight for the Super Nintendo. No, it's better than the arcade too, if you ask me. I'd probably start putting our pause to like Smash TV if you ask me, but you know. Actual Mortal Kombat is incredible for the arcade. I cannot deny. There's a level of astonishment that game has because of its novel nature with the arcades that I think is impossible to deny, along with like Street Fighter at the time. So rather than Final Fight, I've heard saying, look, for the arcade, okay? Mortal Kombat for the arcade, it's better than Final Fight for the Super Nintendo. It just is. Now, final fight in the arcade versus Mortal Kombat in the arcade? Ooh, now you gotta fight. That's a real fight, if you ask me. I think I'm still giving it to MK. A final fight? No, I'm still giving it to MK in that case. Yeah. Sorry, my Hero Zero. Look, I would load up arcade Final Fight and arcade Mortal Kombat right now, but we have to move on, okay? Because we have to move on to another game. What is that game, you say? It's probably pretty obvious at this point. It's probably pretty obvious at this point. Yeah. Of course. No, it's not. Stop it. Sculpture Software. Yet again. So here's the thing that's interesting about the development of this game that I'm aware of, which I think mostly came out by virtue of that new Mortal Kombat Legacy collection that's out there, that I've seen clips of. I've not purchased for myself or anything like those. But like, so Mortal Kombat 1 for the Super Nintendo was basically like reverse engineered, right? It's a bad port. I think everyone knows this, but it was made by like, it was ported by like one guy at Sculptured Software, okay? And that received like no help whatsoever to make it. This game was actually made from the ground up with the port in, with the original code in mind. So, and actually had help to do it. Also, look at this Liu Kang sprite. He looks high out of his goddamn mind. He looks so high out of his mind. His eyes are bulging out of his goddamn skull. Liu Kang. Don't take shrooms before you fight for Earthrealm, for God's sakes. Good lord. This game looks so much better already. So much better. I would even say sounds better. Sounds crisper. More sounds, let alone. It was the 90s, maybe. I'm sure they were all high. You know, at least a little bit. Not as high as they were in like the 80s and stuff, though, right, Meyer Zero? I don't know if Sculpture Software and Midway had weed dealers send each other with inter-office mail, different kind of drugs around the office. That I'm sure David Crane would be like, none of that was happening in my office. Anyways. Still check these buttons. Yep. Blocks. Yep. Kicks on the right side. Punches on the left. You got it. I look. Everyone should buy Atari 50 just to watch those videos, right, My Hero Zero? Incredible documentarian work was being done in those videos, right? Truly incredible stuff. Truly incredible stuff. I think the Mortal Kombat Legacy collection thing does also a pretty decent job in that stuff. It's a little more self-serving, but it's, I think, better than some of the other works that they've done, for sure, right? Oh, My Hero Zero, you need to watch some of that stuff. It's super interesting, and it did not, let's just say it didn't paint all of their employees in the best lights all the time. That's also why it's incredible, okay? That's also why it's incredible. Let's leave this on medium because, you know, we gotta see it. This game is Mortal Kombat 2, yes, 1994. We're gonna play as. Let's play as Johnny Cage again. I like playing as Johnny Cage when I'm speaking in MK games. Otherwise, typically I'll play like Liu Kang and Kung Lao. It's been a bit though. It's been a bit. That didn't go the distance. Oh, what's up, Smoke? Just hanging out back there. Oh my god. But guess what still works? No, no. Hey, man, back up. Oh, I didn't get the cross up? Come on. Sweeping still works. Great in Mortal Kombat. I will say, it's, you know, playing this game single player is not the ideal way, right? Mortal Kombat, first and foremost, you should be playing as a multiplayer game, right? Also, look, I can finally combo that, right? Which is great. Boop. Bang. Come here, you. Oh, shit. Is that not the input? Did they change it for Mortal Kombat 2? I forget. Here's the other thing about Mortal Kombat 2. It received a lot of revisions in its time. Notably speaking, they even changed the inputs for a lot of special moves and finishers, which is super annoying. Also super annoying getting kicked like that. Oh my god. So like, in some cases, depending on which arcade version you were playing, doing a fireball might not be the same for across all the versions, which is very goofy. What? How'd that not work? Come on. Not only that, but like, Gross Simeon, the funny thing about it, they absolutely, like, they did that on purpose because they were trying to extend the life of the game by changing the moves, so long story short, Mortal Kombat 2 had a lot of it was kind of like a beta in a way, right? Where they basically had the game in test markets around Chicago for the longest time. Come on. Come on. Nope. Nope. God, I just need one hit. Good lord. Yeah, had a lot of soft launch happening around it. So like basically they put this game in arcades in Chicago. And people played the shit out of it. And they were worried that like, well, people are kind of too good at it, and also people are, it's like losing some of the mystery of its true release at the time. Oh, right. I have to do the stage fatality version, which is down, 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 high kick. Oh, crap. There we go. Later, dude. I don't think he survived.
Fatality.
Sick. That looks sick. Mode 7 and everything. Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's great. But yeah, so like they changed all the moves multiple times, I'll even say. Annoyingly, to the dismay of a lot of players. Ow. Screw that up. Oh, stop. I can't throw a fireball to save my life. Shit. Just back down forward? Yeah. There we go. God. God. God, it just goes right over his head every time. Jesus. Jesus! Absolutely brutal, this AI. It's like, you never feel, like the feeling that your moves are like being like read by a computer has never felt more intense than in a Mortal Kombat versus the AI, like just the single player AI, right? Like it feels like it's reading all of your moves. Get out of here. Shit. Oh my god! Come on, dude. Come on. Jesus Christ! Fuck this game. Oh my god! we're only like one fight in, you know? And it plays like this, for God's sakes. Fuck, dude. God. What? Yeah, it just cheats. It feels like it cheats. Like, such bullshit. It's fucking God, let's do our own bullshit.
Round 1. Fight.
Cool. Cool. Oh my God, dude. Dude. Dude! There we go. Oh! The thing with Sub-Zero is just doing that slide, right? It's like it hits off the floor, so you can like juggle with it anytime. Oh my God. Oh my God! Fucking blocked my slide! It high punched me out of a slide.
Finish it. Wins.
I'm running out of continues. I'm deeply running out of continues. How do we do the ground ice again? Right, down, back, low kick. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's some good cheese. It's like, you can basically do that slide out of almost anything, which is kind of nuts. Kind of nuts. Nope. Okay. Nope. Nope. I'm trying to do ground. Okay. Well. Nope. Stop hitting me with your hat. You jerk. It's been a bit since I played some MK2, and this is just as ridiculous as I remember. Oh shit, I screwed up. Nope. Come on. Oh, what? What the fuck was that? Come here. No. Music is how to say bad. It I don't know if I'd call it bad, dull focus. I would definitely call it a little no, that's not right. Shit. That's my stage fatality. Down forward block. There we go. It's it sounds like too compressed.
Fatality.
Right? The sound font is not impressive, right? I'm not going to ding it too much because there's a lot of things about this game I think look great. I think it's doing the best it can, that's for sure, right? Does that make it good? No. I would not say that. Not in the slightest. Oh my god, dude. Dude. Dude! Just everything sounds like it's coming out of this compressed algorithm, right? Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus! Oh my god! Liu Kang, you cheaty son of a bitch. Fuck, dude! Yeah, like the arcade version obviously sounds better, but no restrictions on that, right? Well, we failed that completely. Let's try a different character. Some people are like ridiculous with Shang Tsung. I cannot play Shang Tsung. I cannot remember all the moves at all in this game. Let's do a little Kung Lao, see if I can remember much out of this. It's got that dive kick, which is basically his giant exploit in this game. Teleport down up, dive kick, yep. Hat throw, back forward, low punch, up, low kick, spin to win. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Back up. Back up. Back up. I think his whirlwind spin in this game is not as good as it is in like future Mortal Kombat games. Great, 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 fantastic. Ah, shit, I didn't read up what his fatality was. 4 for 4 low kick. Okay. Nope, that's whole block first. There we go. Great. Ugh. Icky. Icky.
Fatality.
But, you know, makes sense for a time. Yeah, he had worms inside of him. I think those were ribs, but who could say? That's bullshit. Oh, he blocked my hat! Oh, hey, what's up, Jade? Oh, God. There you go, I got the cross-up kick out of that. Just had to go deeper. Crap! Also, I have to remember, after that jump kick, I can do a dive kick out of it. I keep forgetting.
Round 2.
Yeah, what are ribs with bone worms? That's a good point. Oh my God, what? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. What? Shit. 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 Is this the one that had friendships? Yeah. Friendships and babalities, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's like babalities you can only do... It's like... Is it babalities or is it friendships? I think it's like you can't press high... Or you can't use the punch buttons in like the final round or something. Let me see here. Yeah, don't use low punch, high punch during the final round. You can do babality or friendships, basically. See if I can do one. If I can even get to a final round. If I do this, maybe I can. Oh, well. What? I can't do the dive kick all of a sudden. It's fine. Okay, so final round. Da-da-da. Back, 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 down, high kick, right? Or back, back, forward, forward, high kick. Let's see if I can remember that. Crap. Dude, I'm just let me do this. Hold on.
Finish him.
Oh God. Hold on. There we go. Great. Great. Fantastic.
Babality.
Fantastic. I guess arguably I could also have done this. Crap. Did the rewind a little too far.
Finish it.
Nope. Hold on. Shit. What was it? Back, back, back. Down. Yeah, yeah. That's what I pressed. There we go. Great. Great. Friendship. Myra Zero, these friendships are perfectly made for America's sweetie pie, aren't they? It's just, why don't everyone just be friends? You don't gotta rip off your arms and uppercut each other's head off, da-da-da-da. It's like, just be friends. Sweetie pie endures. I find that very funny because I know you hate Mortal Kombat, so... Stop blocking my hat. There you go. I'll win off a chip. I don't care. What's his stage? 4 high punch. Okay.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, I'm just not a fighting game person. That's fine. I think that's actually part of the magic of Mortal Kombat in a lot of ways for some people. It's like people who are not fighting games people traditionally like Mortal Kombat in a lot of ways, right? Because there's a lot of things in this game that are satisfying and very accessible, right? Like doing an uppercut in this game is very, very satisfying. I don't care who you are, right? Even if you're not a fighting game person, it's fun just to walk up to a person in this game, hold down, and press the high punch button, right? Just to see it go like, you know, crap, gotta land it first. Unless, you know, the AI is gonna keep doing this dog shit at me. I can't get an uppercut to land on my life right now. But when it does land, it's great, right? And every now and then you got a guy who comes and goes toasty because it's fun, right? Shit. Oh. Nope. What? Come on. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Kaboom. Yeah, look at all those rib cages and bones.
Fatality.
It's great. That's great. What can I say? I think that's great. Who haven't I played as yet? Let's try a little Scorpion. Scorpion in this game is, I think, pretty goddamn good.
Round 1.
And a lot of it just comes from being able to do this air teleport like this. Just feels really good. Nope, that's gonna miss. Whoop. Shit. Nope. What? Come on, give me the... Oh my god, dude. Oh, didn't get that kick deep enough to land that spear. That's fine. I enjoy a brawler if I want to play a fighting game. Yeah, yeah. I think, you know, there are people out there who are obviously like freaks at playing this game, right? But this game can be enjoyed casually in a very cool way too, I think. Much more casually than I think Street Fighter, for sure, right? It's also like the button inputs are in this game are much simpler, right? Like back, low punch, you know? Everyone could do that. Crud! It's just unfortunate the AI in this game is busted as shit and doesn't make it, like, as a single player game, a very pleasant experience, right? Comparatively speaking. Let's try this. I've not played Kitana in a long time. Let's see. Forward, high punch. Right. Right. How do I do the... I remember how to do a fan throw. Hold on. Let me take a look here. Forward. Oh, high punch and low punch. Okay. And yeah, and half circle for the triangle punch. That whoop, whoop, that sound is burned into my brain. Ow. I can't get this fan throw to work. What's going on? Oh, I kept sweeping the leg though. Just hold on. Yeah, forward, high punch, low punch. Why is it not working? There we go. Jeez.
Finish her.
Well. Crap. In the goop we go. I got turned into a skeleton. I think that's enough of this game. Right?
Fatality.
I think this game is still pretty good. Mostly, first and foremost, it doesn't feel like crap, right? Like, you press buttons in this game, they actually come out, unlike the last one, where it's like, it feels like you're playing with like half a second of like lag the entire time. In this game, the moves come out. It's really hard to show this game off playing the single player still, right? Just because busted AI in this game that cheats. Turning down the difficulty helps a little bit, but the default difficulty is absolutely broken, right? Like I said, even more so than, you know, Street Fighter, I think this game is very accessible to play, but AI in Street Fighter 2 and stuff like that is like at least more fair, right? Which I will make no mistake, Street Fighter 2's AI also cheats, just in different ways, right? That's not as punitive, I'll say. Like, I mentioned before when I was playing Street Fighter 2, like, that AI cheats in ways where it's like charge moves. Let's say they do like Guile's flash kick, or E Honda has like the flying headbutt. Like, AI doesn't need to charge the charge move to do it. It just like that can just do it, right? Or like same thing when it comes to like a spinning pile driver coming out of like Zangief or something. It doesn't need to like actually do directional inputs to do execution. Whereas in this game, it feels like it's cheating just because it's like, it feels like it knows exactly what you're doing in like milliseconds and then can counter you immediately, right? Even aside from that, even that aside, I think this game is pretty good, all told, you know? Fire Zero says, I love that Raiden is dressed in a daycare center, standard issue smock. Yeah. Or it kind of looks like, it's like a funny apron in a way, right? I don't know. It's like they just need a high-vis vest, right? Like throw Raiden at like a crossing guard, in a crossing guard position or something. I'm sure they'll do just fine, right? If I'm not mistaken, the alternate costume or color is like red rather than blue. Anyways, where's this game rank? Look, let's just get out of the way. This game is better than Super Godzilla, okay? Okay? I'm gonna say the thing. I said the thing. This game is better than it. This game is better than Mortal Kombat 1. Obviously. Obviously. Okay? Oh, just this one time? So generous. So generous. Mortal Kombat 2. It's better than Death Braid. I think it's also better than Saturday Night Slam Masters. Let's find another fighting game we can compare this to. I think it's better than Best of the Best. You know? This game's not without its charms, but... You know, Mortal Kombat 2 actually looks... not perfect, obviously, compared to the arcade version, but it's like a significant upgrade, right? A significant upgrade. And I think it's also like... It's comparisons to the Sega Genesis version like were like quieted at least, because the Sega Genesis version also is like pretty decent all told. But you need a 6-button pad to play that Sega Genesis version, right? Not only do you need a 6-button pad, you also you don't get the color depth, right? You don't get the color depth that you get on the Super Nintendo version. That's makes these sprites still shine, you know? You know, no excuses. They put the gore in, just like it was meant to be, right? Oh, the friendships gave it 1 sweetie pie point? Sure. Sure. What else is Mortal Kombat 2 better than? I think it's better than Zoop. Sorry to all the Zoop heads. Sorry about that. I think it's better than Ninja Gaiden Trilogy. I think it's better than Super Variable Geo. This game has good anime ladies in it, but fighting is a little off, if you ask me. It's better than Power Instinct. Is Mortal Kombat 2 better than Final Fight? Yeah, it is. Finally. Truth come out. Mortal Kombat 2 is better than this Yu Yu Hakusho fighting game. It's better than Saikyo Takara Nobuiko. I would even go as far as say I think Mortal Kombat 2 is better than Super Smash TV. It's better than King of the Monsters 2, specifically. I haven't played the first one yet. We gotta do that eventually, right? I'm sorry, My Hero Zero. I'm sorry. I think the thing about MK2 that really shines for me is how good it feels, right? But that's still going to be a very contextual question. I think a lot of people that like don't like Mortal Kombat is just a lot of by virtue of how different it feels as a fighting game, right? Like, and a lot of that comes down to the way combos work. A lot comes down to the different way it focuses on normals. Like Street Fighter excuse me. Street Fighter 2, when you play it, like a fierce punch or roundhouse kick or a sweep, it's like a single move, right? But like the way the impact hits, the amount of life it takes off, right, is staggering, right? And it's like the game is focused on landing those big hits. You have combos in that game, but they're, you know, they're mostly focused on a high level of execution with that. So to the person who doesn't really play a lot of fighting games, or a person who approaches it maybe more casually, is not going to be focused on doing a lot of combos, but you can still have a really good time just doing those really big attacks and seeing who can land them first, right? Mortal Kombat's approach to those buttons, or normals, if I was to use the parlance of the term, or the terminology here, a lot of it is also focused on normals. These like big attacks, like the uppercut, the roundhouse kick, the sweeps, right? Otherwise you get a lot of people just like jamming the high punch and low punch button, just doing that ha 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 ha, and that's not all that effective, right? Fun to see in its own way, but that's arguably not what the combat's really situated around. A lot of it's landing those big attacks, and then after that it's the special moves, which I think the special moves in Mortal Kombat, as I said before, because they're super easy to do, a lot of it's just like, you know, back or back forward or or you know, down up without a charge. There's no charge characters, right? The only exception is Liu Kang, where you're holding low kick for like a few seconds and letting go to do a move. That's kind of the only exception, right? You want to call that a charge move? Technically it is, but you're not doing like, you know, hold back and then forward and then a punch button, like to do a sonic boom or something like that, right? It's just back forward, right? And it's a little funny to do on a D-pad because you're doing it with your thumb. But a lot of that also, that logic came from, you know, playing the arcade, right? Where an arcade stick makes a little more sense in a way because there's more tactility to using a joystick in its cardinal directions as opposed to on a D-pad, which even though it's eight directions on it, right? It's like just doing with your thumb rather than like a stick has a different kind of tactility on it in terms of its execution. That being said, I think a lot of the fun out of the special moves that happen in Mortal Kombat all feel, I don't want to just say feels good. What am I trying to say here? It feels more like an event when you do it. And this is something that stemmed also from the arcades, right? It's like that, kind of like I was saying earlier in Street Fighter II, when it's like, that karate guy had a gun, he shot a fireball, da 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 da, right? The special moves in Mortal Kombat also, even beyond Street Fighter II, were able to feel like deeply. It felt almost like there's almost like a mysticism, or not mysticism. It feels like magic, right? There's a magic feeling of like excitement to it when it happens. It's like, oh my god, that guy threw like an ice ball, right? And then in this game, it actually functionally makes that stuff work to its system, right? Whether that's simple as like the Scorpion Spear or Sub-Zero's Fireball. Like MK1 also did that, but this is the game that made it feel good, for being honest, right? This is the game that made it all tie together in a way that makes sense as a fighting game to its core. And even that's something that, you know, I think that's something that compared to a lot of the fighting games that are coming out of Japan, that it's very interesting to me of how Mortal Kombat was able to develop its own language around. That was very much not what Street Fighter was doing at the time. That makes sense. If that makes sense. I still think Mortal Kombat 2 is better. Yeah, it's better than King of Monsters 2. It is. I think it's also better than Final Fight 2. I think it's better than Super Adventure Island 2. Come on. It's better than Blackthorn. I think it's better than Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Is it better than Taekwondo? Yeah, it is. It is. It's better than Rock and Roll Racing. Ooh. It's better than Fighters. Yeah, it is. It is. It's better than Fighters History. Yeah. It's better than Out of This World. Is it better than Donkey Kong Country? Bet your goddamn ass it is. Sorry, Del Focus. Yeah. Mario Zero, we don't have the time. Mortal Kombat 2 better than Killer Instinct. Talking about a game that tried to take what Killer Instinct was doing and kind of tried to go and mature it, right? Mega Scoops, what? What? Man. Okay, what's MK2 not better than? Mortal Kombat 2 is not better than Street Fighter 2 on the Super Nintendo. Not even close. Not even close. It's not as good as Gundam Wing Endless Duel. No way. It's no Super Mario All-Stars. It's not as good as Yoshi's Island. I think they should go higher. We'll talk more about it another time. Fighting Edition Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is also better than MK2. Wrecking Crew is better. Is Sailor Moon better? We gotta play this game again. Just don't pay attention to that right now. I think Star Fox is better than Mortal Kombat 2. I think NHL 94 is better than Mortal Kombat 2. I think NBA Jam is better than Mortal Kombat 2. Is it? For the Super Nintendo, I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters is better than Mortal Kombat 2. It's better than NBA Jam, though. You know what? This is probably the right zone. Yeah, this is probably the right zone. I think Mortal Kombat 2 is better than the first Legend of the Mystical Ninja. Is it better than Killer Instinct? Man. It's funny because Killer Instinct is, like I said, also a maturation on what Mortal Kombat was doing, right? But like, Killer Instinct takes like a combo system to its extremes in a way that I don't necessarily love. It's like, but it's also funny because Mortal Kombat in future iterations, I don't know, people probably hear the term like dial a combo. That's something that Mortal Kombat 3 eventually did, right? And Killer Instinct was doing it before that. All dial a combo is kind of like, it's basically like hitting the face buttons with a predetermined combo set to do like a variety, like to do a punch kick combo, right? So it's like you kind of just mash out whatever like the sequence is, and in Killer Instinct you'll just do it, right? Mortal Kombat 3 also started to rely on this, funnily enough. It's like a dividing line between like when it started to like understand that the combos that are happening in like Street Fighter games were a happy accident versus actually building combos on purpose is what I'll say. Which is might not make sense to most people unless you're talking about like people who actually play a lot of fighting games, but I think Mortal Kombat 2 is better than Killer Instinct. Also, don't forget Killer Instinct also had fatalities, which is kind of funny, right? They weren't that great though, if I'm being honest. I think Mortal Kombat 2 is also better than Super Fire Pro Wrestling Special. It's better than Pocky and Rocky. Yeah. I think it is. I think it's also better than Ogre Battle. It's better than NBA Jam. NBA Jam is really fucking good. On the Super Nintendo, even. This game is just unfortunately, like, what this game trades in accessibility for... No, I should take that back. I was going to say, like, NBA Jam's got an accessibility to it that's kind of unmatched. But it certainly has, like, what can feel like a lack of depth. But it's basketball, but it's also an arcade basketball game, which is the point, right? Yeah. I think NBA Jam is also better, Burmick. I agree with that. Mortal Kombat 2 also extremely accessible. And I think it's like, to the person who's not, much of a fighting game player or plays more casually, I think you can have a lot of fun with Mortal Kombat 2. What I was able to show off today is very limited, I'll admit. we run into this every now and then, right? Where it's like some games are just better 2-player. And in this case, like Mortal Kombat 2 is definitely one of them. So I do think that's still a bit limiting though, right? NBA Jam is, I'll be honest, like NBA Jam can be seen as a fighting game in a way. Sure. NBA Jam is also extremely good as a 2-player game, and is less limited by being a single-player game as well, right? Like the AI in NBA Jam is legendary for having dog shit rubber banding, but you can still win. Right? Mortal Kombat 2, for most people, you're probably not going to finish a game on the default difficulty, right? Most people. It's so hard. It's ridiculous. Not saying you have to finish the game for it to be good, but it's like there's an oppressiveness to the difficulty of Mortal Kombat 2 that does not exist in like NBA Jam or a lot of other video games, if we're being honest. But at its core of what it feels more intended to be, like playing against another person, Mortal Kombat 2 goes an extremely long way. I also would be remiss, I talk about, like Ryu, he's got a gun. It's like, I cannot take away that nostalgic feeling of, back then when people would come up with like, it almost feel like a fever dream of people talking about like, I heard you can do this and da 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 da, and like he ripped off that guy's head in the game. It's like, that's crazy. It's like, what are you talking about? Get out of here. That doesn't exist in video games. And even in its sequel with Mortal Kombat 2, was able to push that further, right? You would think it's like, the jig is up. You did Mortal Kombat 1 already. We're already like bewildered by that at the time back, before the internet and da 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 da, right? Like, no, Mortal Kombat 2 was able to keep that going. That's why they did the thing where they changed all the moves and stuff in the arcades in the different revisions, because they're actively trying to keep that sense of mystery alive, which at some point is like, that sucks, but it's also like they knew the formula that they had and how important that was still to the game at the time, and I would never take that away from it, right? Like, as the internet started to become more of a thing and people were like, putting moves lists out, and you could download it off the internet and bring it with you to the arcades and stuff like that, or like having a games magazine beside you, taking it to the arcade, like that was very real at the time, right? Times have changed since then, though. So there's a time and place that I think is very important to the history of the arcade when it comes to Mortal Kombat, and Street Fighter as well, I'll say, right? But that stuff was truly magnificent at the time. And speaking outside of that, being able to bring that home was a very big deal. Very, very big deal. So, yeah. Let's leave that there. Congratulations, I guess, to Mortal Kombat 2. I think 53 is very sensible, So I feel like there's people who actually would see this as like divisive, right? Like some people might think Mortal Kombat 2 is like one of the greatest games of all time on the Super Nintendo. I don't think that's particularly true. But I can see it. I understand, at least. But I also understand that some people think it's like Mortal Kombat's overrated, right? I absolutely understand it. But that's kind of like, there's a history lesson here, I think, that often gets overseen or overlooked. That I think is quite important, especially to American video game development, if I had to be very specific as well. So anyways, shall we do another? Am I going to play Mortal Kombat 3? No. No, we're not going to do that. I think we've seen enough Mortal Kombat for today, so let's play something else, shall we? I think now would be a good time to maybe, yeah, let's do this. I've been thinking about this game for a bit. We've been re-ranking games a little bit recently, haven't we? I think it's time we did a little more re-ranking around these parts. Shall we? So let's go over here. Take a look. Come on. Oh my god. Gosh, how's it going? What's cooking indeed? We are cooking a lot of fighting games today. I think it's time we finally took another look at this one. So, let me make sure I'm loading up the right one. Hold on. Yep, that's it. Okay. Yes. Does look familiar to anyone? Yeah, it's just like the cartoon. This is... oh boy. Yet again. God, I need to read out this gigantic fucking title. Bishōjo, Senshi, Sailor Moon, Super S, Zenin, Sanka! Exclamation mark. Shuyaku, Sōdatsusen. We have played this before. You might recall. I played a Sailor Moon a Sailor Moon fighting game where it had an English patch on it, which helped me obviously detangle a lot of this stuff. But it also added a mod, a bunch of hacks on it that had Raphael from Tournament Fighters in it. I have decidedly removed that patch, which also means I don't have English translation on this anymore, which is too bad. But it has at least reverted this game to its default state. So we're gonna re-rank that. Let me bring up a move list really quick for this game, which I'm going to game facts as always. Sailor Moon Super S. There we go. I would also note there's a bit of a history on this game that I was not aware of back then. This game is Zenin Sanka Shuyaku Sōdatsusen. I pronounced that even remotely incorrectly. Which is a sequel, kind of like upgraded version of another Sailor Moon fighting game called Shin Shuyaku Sōdatsusen, which is actually the version that a lot of people play in like the fighting game community. This version, that older version was actually made by very well-known fighting game makers. Oh my god, what's the name? That people made like Guilty Gear and stuff like that. Jesus Christ. Acclaim? No. Hold on. Arc System Works. Jesus Christ, I couldn't remember that. Yeah. That last game was made by Arc System Works. This game took Arc System Works' like code and then kind of Bandai gave it to someone else to like rework a lot of it and ended up screwing up a lot of the game from what I'm understanding and people are saying on the internet. Screwing up is a subjective thing to say, but I haven't looked at that older version yet. But let's take a look here. To my understanding, things that got screwed up, quote unquote, is like changing some combos, changing some moves around, changing some of the execution on a lot of that stuff. So like that's fine if you're way into the game, but if you're like me and you probably won't know any better, right? Anyways, sorry, I didn't even finish going to the guide, so I'm just gonna let Sailor Mars beat the ever-living crap out of me for now. Here we go. I need to find Jupiter over here. Here we go. So my understanding, Sir Jupiter's got this. Oh my god! Back up! So this game's got, it's a 4-button fighting game, okay? Back to block, not a block button like you know, the last one. Oh god. Sailor Mars, absolutely brutal with those projectiles. I just teched that throw, which is incredible. Oh my god. Relax. So the guide that I chose is not great. Hold on. Sailor Jupiter, Supreme Thunder. Also, look, I feel like Sailor Mars a rating here for kicking my ass. Let's just put this over here. Here we go. Let's try that again. I like playing as Jupiter in this game. Jupiter is also well known as being a high-tier character, one might say. What's all the ribs in the background? Ribs? What do you mean the ribs? You mean like the ribs we saw? Oh, those? I don't know what that is. Telephone. I have no idea. Get out of here. Ooh. So these moves do combo, like these normals. I can, like, you know, mash out some jabs and kicks. Oh my god. Back up. I think she has an air fireball? Yeah, there we go. Can do it at different distances. Oh god. Also, I have a throw, if I'm not mistaken. I can do it here. Oh, she's slapping the shit out of me! Damn it, Mars. Let's try it again. Ooh. Also can backdash with double tap, which is great. Ow. I don't think so. Oh my god. Nope. Aha! Also works as an anti-air, which is great. Crap. Nope. Oh, what? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Also, I have you have like what are called desperation moves in this game, which is like if you're low on life, you can essentially do like a super move. Let's see if I can do it. I think it's just back forward with a half circle. I'm trying to do it. It's not working. Hold on. Back, forward. Half circle forward? Oh, that's not right. No, it's the opposite direction. Okay, I see. Nope, that's not it. Well, you know what? Whatever. Let's try that again. Back up. I will say this game feels pretty good. What it's lacking in animation frames, it makes up for with feeling like a half-decent fighting game. And by that I mean, you know, moves come out fairly directly. It's not like weird latency on them. Normal attacks, just hitting the face button, you know, feels relatively logical in terms of like the speed and, you know, where they land. Special moves, generally speaking, make sense. Oh god. It's like that move is just got a lot of invincibility on it, which is kind of crazy. I think it even looks okay, right? These sailors sure look pretty decent. I don't mind the aesthetics on this game either, right? Let's try. Let's go where the money is. Okay. Sailor Uranus, or Uranus if you prefer. Let's go up against Mercury here. It's got voice acting in it? Sure. Why not? So Sailor Uranus here is a grappler, if you did not know. It's also got a fireball, which is insane, if you ask me. It's actually got 2 fireballs, even. If I'm not mistaken. And a sidekick. And a backdash. But also... Oh my god. Nope. Get out of here. It's got like this sword attack thing, which is shoots like a blade up in the air. Let's see if I can get this. I don't know how accurate this guide is, if I'm being honest. I'm looking at. I deserve that. Trying to do her. She's got like a basically like a Zangief 360. If I can nail it. I gotta get in close for it though. Here we go. Oh my god, come on! Let's try it again. Hold on. I just want to see her do the... There it is! That's crazy! That's crazy! Oh my god, lady. Please. Oh god! The thing is, like, you have to dash in to get it, but it leaves yourself open to a hit, right? Let's try the story mode. Let's go back. Wait, oh god, I hit the wrong button. There we go. So in the story mode, you actually get, like, you know, little bits in between for the story. If I recall, you know, it's like you can only play as the 4 main sailors. Or can you... I don't know. I can't remember if you can actually play as Sailor Chibi even. We'll see. Or I can't even remember if it actually picks for you, actually. So I could, like, fight as each one through a bunch of different scenarios. Oh no! They're like, hey friends, what's up? I like how 2 of them have, like, weapons, even in this game. Okay, so I do get the pick. Let's play as, yeah, let's play as Jupiter. I like Sailor Jupiter. I think Sailor Jupiter is pretty good. Let's see here. Hold on. Just kind of bring up Jupiter's move list over here. Yet again. There we go. Great. Fantastic. Oh god. Nope. Oh my god. Oh my god! Back up. Back up, lady. Jesus Christ. Sailor Mars, gotta relax. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck! God, dude. Back up, Mars. I'll do it again. Yeah, there you go. Shit. Shit. Got my ass beat by Sailor Mars. Yeah, look, Miss Valentine. Look, Sailor Peter. Everyone knows Sailor Jupiter is the best. She's the best. Loves food. Loves video games. Loves having a good time, but also like extremely tender. Feels very isolated as a tomboy, unfortunately. Which is too bad, right? That's society's problem. It's not Sailor Jupiter's problem. Get out of here. The fact that that tornado or that, like, this spinning kick goes through projectiles is so strong. Because a lot of the sailors have projectiles, so absolutely necessary. It goes through, like, normal attacks, too, which is actually kind of insane. Also, I just got slapped! God! God damn it, Mars. There you go. I think she's saying, like, Jupiter double axle. Definitely hear double axle in there somewhere. Oh my god! Shit. The weak version of that double axle kick doesn't knock back, which is very difficult. Fuck. Let's crime this, because whatever. There we go. Great. Love to see it. Nope. I screwed that up. And... oh. Back the fuck up, lady! Oh my god. Oh my god! Jesus! I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm just gonna keep doing it. Oh. Damn it. God damn it. This... okay, you know what? Let's try this again. Would she just grab me out of my normal? Come on. That's... I can't do... there we go. Jesus. I can't get that to come out for the life of me. Notably, like, the projectile doesn't do damage. It has to be... it's more of a zoning attack. I'm trying to do her command grab, but it's not working in this game, Miss Valentine. Which is annoying. Right? I think it's just like a half circle with a punch. I'm pretty sure, at least. Oh well, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Like, that's why I like playing as Sailor Uranus, because she has that, like, command grab, which is... it's just an Azuna drop, right? Which is, look, your game has an Azuna drop. I'm going to pay attention, right? But like I said, this game, notably, is supposed to be the not as good version of this game. Like, oh my god. Like, people really like the previous version of this game, which was more played in fighting game circles. Get out of here. Come on. I can't do a fireball save my life right now. I did it once and then that was it. Why isn't it working? It's fine. We got our axle kick. That's all we need. That's all we need. Oh no. Got fooled by this air fireball. Oh god, come on. I can't. Whatever. It's fine. Lady, back up! Man. Bloody hell. Mercury. Let's try a different character. Oh no, I can't choose a different one. That's fine. This game still feels really good. I still really like the way it controls. I think, again, the normal's coming out at, you know, decent animation frames. The strong attacks feel strong. The weak attacks feel quick, right? So that fireball didn't work for shit. I think the only criticism I have of this game is that too many characters have projectiles, which makes the characters feel not quite as unique as you want. Back up, Mercury. No, but like, still requires a lot of execution to do a lot of these moves, right? Like, a lot of half circles and stuff. So I can't do the super move to save my life, which is like annoying. Try and do it here because I should have a low enough health to do it, but running out of time. Okay, let's try this again. Ow. Yeah, like, I just canceled that, you know, that attack, that kick into my double axle kick, which is cool, right? Like, not every good fighting game can do that, right? And like, generally speaking, like, the selection of moves is pretty decent. Oh, I just got slammed, lady. That's her command grab, right? Doing that big old pile driver powerbomb thing. Okay, Venus. She's got like her little star whip thing, right? The only thing I would say, it's like, why are the stages all on this rooftop? What's going on here? I cannot do that lightning attack on the ground to save my life. Out of the air, I can do this. It's not too bad. It's just forward, back, forward, but can't always get it, that's for sure. Oh my god. Nope. See, it just goes through. I wish that was actually a real fireball, but it's fine. It's supposed to be a zoning attack, right? like getting the range on that is never quite right. Ow. Okay. No! No! Jesus. Fuck. Stop it! Stop it, Venus! Jesus. No! Oh my god. I'm gonna get chipped out. I'm good. Get out of here. Get out of here. I can't. Oh my god, I can't. I'm trying to do my super move. I can't get it to come out. It's supposed to be like back, forward, half circle, and a punch. But I can't get it to work. She just keeps throwing this fireball at me and I'm eating shit. Wow. Let's try a different character. Wait, hold on. Gotta let this time expire, right? There we go. Game over. It's fine. There's like other modes here. There's like a survival mode and stuff like that. I'm not looking at that because I looked at that stuff more or less already the last time I ranked it. It's also all in Japanese, so it's too hard for me to read. I could turn down the difficulty here if I wanted. You kill the Pegasus if you lose? I don't think that's what happens, Del Focus, but at least I'm pretty sure. This is like the tournament mode here, right? I think this is like training. I think. If I was to pick these characters. Great. There's also like an auto combo or like an easy operation mode, if I'm not mistaken, as well, where it's like you can have it, I think, so it's like the special moves come out if you press the triggers instead of doing like the actual execution of like the special moves like a Hadouken or quarter circles, da-da-da-da, which is kind of neat. Okay, here we go. Right. That's what that move... So the guide that I have on hand is actually wrong, which is very funny. So, am I even looking at the right one? I think I could possibly be looking at the wrong one. That's why I was... Oh, well. Shit. I was wondering, like, why are these moves not right or not working? And it's because... That's why. Well, that makes more sense then. So, yeah. There we go. That's what I thought. It wasn't that powerbomb I was doing. She has a great swing, which is kind of funny. That's her 360 Zangief grappler move, right? I thought it was the powerbomb she does, but no, it's that. There we go. What's the other one? Tore down, toward. With a punch? What? Oh, charge back. Okay, so she does have... What? I see. Okay. That's like a fireball, then I have to press back after, and then do a punch. Okay. That's fun. And yeah, like, I recall Sailor Moon, her moves are all like based on her shrieking and stuff, right? I remember Sailor Moon in this game not being great, if I recall. She does have this super jump. Is this version of her not at the shrieking move? Down and punch up? Is that it? Can't seem to do it. Otherwise, she has these projectiles, which seems fine. See, it's like, but do you really need this many fireballs, right? She has this, and she also has this. Like, do you really need two of them? I don't know if you need two of them. There we go. That's what it is. Look, dull focus. I didn't put it in the game. But that's her anti-air attack. So it's like, you know, some people have a Shoryuken. Sailor Moon has a shriek. Yeah, Echo the Dolphin. Look. Look, her character is supposed to be kind of that, so okay. Okay, I guess, right? But I think most people also know, like, Sailor Moon, like, that's all the special moves she has, right? She does not have a whole lot of variety. Whereas, like, Sailor Mars has that as a projectile, has this flip kick, but also has this. It's like, do you really need this many projectiles? I'll at least say, you know, one goes on the ground. That's different utility than a higher up fireball, I guess. But I don't know, right? It's kind of silly. But that being said, you know, like I said, even special moves aside, like, these normal moves also make a lot of sense. I think a lot of bad fighting games don't even get, like, normal attacks. Like, just the buttons you're hitting. Like, the priority on it, its animation frames, how fast it moves, right? Where the attacks are. Like, this short jab is fast, but it doesn't have, you know, as much distance as, say, this strong kick. Like, that makes... These things make sense. Or these jumping attacks, they come out at half-decent angles, right? Like, stuff like that is good, and that's what makes a fighting game feel good or bad, right? Some fighting games don't even get that part right. Or a lot of fighting games don't get that part right, is what I need to say. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I couldn't get any of the super moves to come out. It's a bit disappointing. Down, down, back. Oh. You know what? Let's see if we can at least get one of these to work. Look at this now. Let's try Uranus again. There's another guy. Come on. Uranus. There we go. Because I remember Sailor Uranus has a special that looks absolutely insane. Now that I have the right guide in front of me. Space Sword Blaster! Look at that! That's a ridiculous projectile, if you ask me. It takes forever to come out, but it's fine. Ow, ow, ow. Come on. Come on, lady. So look how tall Uranus is. Jesus. So many fireballs. Everyone's got a fireball. Jesus. Toward. Okay. Toward. Down toward. Back. Down back. Oh my god. It's like double half circle. It's like I'm playing a Fatal Fury, for God's sakes. Ow. Jesus. Yes! Wait, oh shit, it didn't finish. What the fuck? Do it again. Sick! 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 That was her desperation move. Absolutely brutalized. Oh god. Oh god. Ow. Shit. Ow. Jesus. Well, you know what? I'm gonna do this then. I can't believe that killed. How much health did she have? She had like half her health bar, and that took her out. That rules. Ah, shit, she got me on the way in. This isn't working. What's going on? Come on. Oh, come on! There we go. This game's alright. This game's alright. This game's pretty good. I'm so glad I played this again. I had to make sure, right? Is this game better than the other version that people prefer? I don't know. We'll play that one of these days, maybe. But this game is still pretty alright without that hack on top of it, I guess. It still feels... It feels exactly the same to me. The moves are probably slightly different, and that's it. I wouldn't be surprised if the execution on some moves were easier with the hack on, right? Which is, I think, the majority of what the changes were with the hack that I had on it, on top of Raphael being in it, because it's funny. Is this game still better or worse than the Ninja Warriors? No. it's still good. But this game is not. This game is too high. I know I overranked this game, right? There's a lot that's good out of it, but there's a lot that could be designed better when it comes to like every character having like 2 fireballs. That's not necessary, right? Which they'll defend with like some fireballs go up in an arc as an instead of like a Shoryuken style attack. It's like, okay, but you can't just have fireballs for everyone. They could have done a little better job trying to differentiate the characters, right? In the case of Sailor Moon, they did, and they gave her an upward shriek. But even then, she has 2 other fireballs still. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I have no idea what you're talking about, Ganj. I think Turtles in Time is a better game than this Sailor Moon fighting game. I think Street Fighter Alpha 2 is better. Good lord. Good lord. think Secret of Mana is a better game than this Sailor Moon fighting game. I think Harvest Moon is better. I think Contra 3 is better. Let's not be crazy. Goemon 2 is a better game than Sailor Moon Super S, Zenin, Sanka, Shuyaku's Sōdatsusen. Mortal Kombat 2 is... yeah, Mortal Kombat 2 is better. It's better. But it's close. We're getting close. You just link me here, Ganj. I'm scared. Oh god, that's very loud. Also, it opened in the wrong web browser. Let's try that again. Man, Sailor Mercury's cool. I'm sure this is exactly what these subtitles are saying. Actually, I have no idea. Just, how would I know? Right? How would I know? Yeah, okay. Hell yeah. That was worth it. That was worth it. Thanks, Ganj. I needed that. That was pretty good. Ah, shit. Did I just lose the copy paste that I had? Hold on. I need that. Where was I? Jesus. Right, Goemon 2 is better than this Sailor Moon fighting game. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighter is better. This game feels more like a happy accident, right? It's a happy accident that feels good, right? So yeah, it's better. And right, Mortal Kombat 2 is better. Yeah. Okay. So we're on track. Is Killer Instinct better? Killer Instinct has better designed characters, generally speaking. As a fighting game. I'll be very clear. As a fighting game. We didn't go through every character, but we don't need to because we did last time, right? A lot of the Sailor characters, they all, like I said, a lot of them have too many fireballs. Some of them don't have enough special moves. Notably, Sailor Pluto and shit, who's the other one? What's the other outer whatever sailor? Oh no. Forgotten. Jesus. I had to know. Where did my thing go? There it is. Because Sailor Uranus, Sailor Neptune, there it is. Sailor Uranus, Sailor Neptune, and Sailor Pluto, and Sailor Saturn, right? They're all the ones that exist outside of like the first season or whatever, right? Or first series, I'll say, of the manga even. Isn't it? Like they're the ones that guard the like outside realm or whatever it is. I don't remember my Sailor Moon fiction. Apologies to the super fans out there, but it's like a lot of them are very weirdly designed still. Again, it's like they feel almost like incomplete characters in a way because they just don't have as many special moves as everyone else, and their moves are frequently like just they don't feel right. And by that I mean like their animation frames are usually a little busted, or their projectiles don't move in the right ways, which I think that patch tried to fix some of that stuff. Anyways. Except for Sailor Uranus. She's the only one that... She has, like, also 2 projectiles. But she also has that sick desperation move that I did. She's cool, but she's broken. He's a very broken character. But is it better than... No. Killer Instinct is still a better game. I think also Parodius is better. Both of these. Right? I think Parodius is better in this Sailor Moon fighting game. Is Donkey Kong Country better than this Sailor Moon fighting game? What isn't a Sailor Moon worse than? I think this... Taekwondo is pretty cool. I think this Sailor Moon game is better than Zombies Ate My Neighbors, and I think it's better than Shadowrun. It's... Man... Fighter's History is pretty okay. Pretty okay is just... It's not good, though. Yeah, Donkey Kong Country is better than Sailor Moon Super S. Jesus Christ. So is Stunt Race FX and Goof Troop. Taekwondo is better than this game. I'll admit, this game was way too high, right? Like, the only reason it's so high was because I was so goddamn excited seeing goddamn Raph in there and Sailor Uranus doing her desperation move with her Izuna drop. Like, it's all good, don't get me wrong, but it's not a very well-rounded fighting game at its core, right? It's very cool. It's all... Here's what I'll say, right? Like, there's a lot of Sailor Moon games. A lot of them are very mid, right? These fighting games are definitely some of the better ones out of the pack. That is absolutely for sure, right? So it's like easy to get excited about that. There's a brawler we haven't even looked at yet. There's an RPG we haven't looked at yet. I've heard okay things about that RPG. I don't know if it's actually good or not. We'll see one of these days. It has an English translation for it. The beat 'em up is fine to my understanding. I've never played it. But like, you know, this fighting game is still just average, right? All told. It's getting a lot of things right, but it's still very average. And a lot of that comes down to a lot of the fighting, the special moves that it's given to each character is a little uncreative. That's what I'll say. But I think Sailor Moon is better than... I think it's better than Blackthorn. Yeah. It's better than Stone Protectors. Sorry. It's better than Flashback. It's better than Aerobiz Supersonic. Yeah. It's better than Zombies Ate My Neighbors. It's better than Tetris 2 and Bombless. It's better than Super High Impact. So yeah, is it better than Taekwondo? Taekwondo is real interesting. Mega Man X2. No, Fighter's History is better. Taekwondo is better than this Sailor Moon game. I think this is our new number 87. This seems right to me. Oops. That feels right. I think there's a lot to like about these Sailor Moon games. What I'm afraid to say is that a lot of people look at this almost like in a derogatory way, right? Like, there's like, oh, it's a Sailor Moon game. Isn't that funny? It's like, no. Like, a Sailor Moon game should be fucking awesome, right? And this is not it. This is not it. I think it's impressive, especially in 1996, right? But you can expect more, right? You can have a good Sailor Moon fighting game where all the moves are not just fucking fireballs. The combos feel good. The normals are good. It's hilarious that there's, you know, Sarah Urna's doing an Izuna drop. That gets me super hype, as it should. It's got desperation moves. What is this, King of Fighters? But, like, that's kind of it. Its visual design is still really good, but from a gameplay perspective, it needs work as a fighting game. It needs work, right? It's very unbalanced feeling. It feels very wild, which is not a bad thing. But it's like, it can't just have that going for it. It needs to be tighter, right? Fighter's History is up here because it still feels really tight as a fighting game. Even if its visual design is maybe just a rip-off of Street Fighter II, if we're being honest, right? But it's functionally still a very good fighting game, generally speaking. It's got the French guy in it that goes, have a rose, and he plays like Guile, which is kind of crazy, right? But no. Again, it's right on that line of like, games that are good, but not great, right? Like, Mega Man X2 is kind of the poster child for that. This game is good, but it's not great, right? Put any of these games in that category. Or in this case, you know, like Clock Tower and Out of This World in this version of Prince of Persia, right? Like, these are incredibly legendary franchises for different kinds of reasons of their legacy, right? But they're just they're not incredible games to play. Right? And then sometimes you have Ken Griffey down here, which I'm like, just play RBI Baseball instead. You'll be happier, personally speaking. All right. I think that's pretty good. Should we play more? I think I have time for one more. We'll look at 3 games today. Should I re-rank another? I could re-rank another one. Enough out of that. I don't think this game is very good. I think it's interesting. I think its sound is interesting. Is it good? Psycho Dream. You know, it's funny, playing this today, I thought I might even rank it better. I'm not so sure about that today, now that I think of it some more. Here's what I'll say. I don't think this is better than Mega Man Soccer nor Godzilla Kaiju Daikasen, right? I might even say Lemmings is better than this game and Elfin Stories. Man, here's the thing. It's like, it's almost like you want to like applaud this game for being like for trying, right? It looks great. The sprite work in this game is incredible. The gameplay is lacking, right? Once you get fully powered up, the game is like a breeze, which is hilarious. As soon as you lose that with your homing shots and stuff like that, like, it's game over. It's so game over. Like, it almost feels like Gradius or something, right? Which Gradius is fantastic, but has limits. This game feels much less polished than obviously something like Gradius, right? But also even like losing your power-ups and getting hit after a certain amount of time feels brutal, right? Yeah, we have come a long way with game design. Absolutely. But have we come a long way when it comes to visually interesting design? Yes, we have. Yes, we have. But also we haven't in a lot of ways, right? Right? But also we haven't. You're not wrong. Like, I think this is more visually, yeah, kinda, right? Like I'd rather look at this game than like something made in like Unreal Engine 5, right? Is an Unreal Engine 5 game more interesting necessarily because of graphical fidelity? No, not necessarily, right? But is it more visually intense? Sure. Interesting? Not always, right? Not always. When you like pull this game apart, when you pull Psycho Dream apart into its pieces, like those pieces are more interesting than it is all together in one piece, right? That's the problem. I can't see this game being localized being something that directly affects how good of an experience it might be. But it's nice that it got done, at the very least, right? I think this game is not as good as Magic Sword. I think Jurassic Park is also a better game. Good game or not, different question being interesting. Absolutely. They're not adjacent circles. They can be, but not always, right? Not always. Optionally intersecting, right? Like, great example of the games we were just talking about, right? Where are they? It's too high. Here we are. Right? Clock Tower chief amongst them, I'll say. Deeply interesting. A little miserable to play. A little bit. Same with Out of This World, right? Prince of Persia, I'll at least omit out of that, because this is, as I've said, probably one of the best versions of Prince of Persia, period. Right? But yeah, like games that are incredibly interesting and have legacies behind them, right? As a result of such. But Psycho Dream is... Psycho Dream does not have that kind of a legacy. Nor does it deserve one. For being quite honest. In the same way as those games I just pointed out. Not even close. But you see a vision, at least, with Psycho Dream, right? you at least see some sort of vision, right? Some of this body horror kind of sci-fi adventure, right? Yeah, it is interesting. But does that mean it's a good video game? Not necessarily. Does it need to be? No, not neither. Not that either, right? Yeah. It's here. Let's put it this way, right, My Hero Zero? Is Psycho Dream worth playing? Yes. Right? Is it a good video game, quote unquote? No. Right? Does that matter? Depends on how you feel about playing games in this way, right? You find video games interesting to the, you know, wider spectrum of what is typically sold to you in the mainstream, then yeah, of course you're going to look at Psycho Dream and be like, this is crazy. Look at this thing. You're in there expecting a great gameplay experience. Like, no, that's not why you're doing. It's not why we're here doing this game, right? But if I had to stack it up versus all these other games, right? Clearly, it's not as good as Cool Spot, even, or King of Dragons, or even a Uki Janken, right? But is it better than Alien 3? Alien 3, pretty interesting as well. Its gameplay is maybe not as good, but it's pretty similar to something like a Psycho Dream, right? Speaking of cool, I go for a cool, refreshing can of sugar-free 7-Up. That sounds great. Also a good reminder for me to get a drink. What is Psycho Dream better than? I think Psycho Dream is better than first Mortal Kombat. I think it's better than Battletoads and Double Dragon Ultimate Team. I think it's better than Faceball 2000. It's better than Vegas Stakes. It's better than Dream Basketball Duncan Hoop. Yeah, I think we're in the right zone. I need to re-rank Knights of the Round, by the way. I think Knights of the Round is better than where it's at. I went and looked at a manual, and I looked at a guide for, like... That game needs a move list. There's mechanics. There's mechanics! It's got a parry. Knights of the Round has a parry! What can I say? Call me a sucker, if you wish. Knights of the Round has a parry. Rank too high. It's got mechanics. It has mechanics. What can I say? I'll be clear, it's not really a parry. It is, but it kind of isn't. It's more like a time block. Because like the window is fairly wide. But like long story short, if you do a block and nothing hits you, your character goes into a bit of a stun situation. But if you press a block button and you get hit within this limited time window, like a parry, your character becomes invincible for a moment. So it's like kind of like a parry. It's a little different, but yeah, the arcade version it's got all the same mechanics and stuff too, right? So, but I think Knights of the Round is a better game than Psycho Dream. I'm having trouble saying Alien 3 is better though. I think World Heroes 2 is a better game. I definitely think Psycho Dream is better than Dream Basketball Duncan Hoop. Which is too bad, because I think Duncan Hoop is pretty good. It's just the way passing works in that game is not good. Here's what I'll say. I think Alien 3 mechanically is very interesting, but its shooting and gameplay is a bit of a letdown. Right? Or doesn't live up to the way missions work in this game. But it's not these, but the missions aren't that interesting either, right? A lot of it is just like, go here, destroy that, and that's it. Or go here, collect these things, and that's it. But it's like it's not, it's kind of an open world situation with like the space station. Whereas Psycho Dream's visuals are what really brings you to the table, right? As punishing as that game is. Also, Alien 3 is very punishing too. I'm not gonna lie. I think Psycho Dream is still better than Alien 3. I think. No. Actually, no. No, Alien 3 is better. It's so marginal. It's very, very close. It's very, very close. Should I just re-rank Knights of the Round right now? I could. I think Alien 3 is better. Let's say this first. Let's close this off. I think Alien 3 is better, mostly by virtue of it just has a clear design in terms of like the space station concept, right? Which is why you should come to that game. And the fact it's an alien game. I think it does a pretty good job with its overall, depiction of, Ripley. It's got the gun in it. It's got the flamethrowers. It's got the aliens in it the way you want. I didn't get super far in it when I played it. But, like, I've looked into it. The alien queen is there at the end as a boss. Da-da-da-da, But it's also, like, the gameplay eventually gets a little tiresome. I cannot lie to that, right? But it's overall still a very good package. Psycho Dream is just a little too unrefined, right? It's interesting because it's unrefined in its way, and it looks incredible. It's still worth it, right? Again, where it ranks on this list, not necessarily telling you if it's like worth looking at or not. I mean, it does, but it's like, it also doesn't have to be, right? It's not. Where it's ranked does not fully depict the full picture, right? I try my best to put it in a place that makes sense compared to each other. But if you're interested by Psycho Dream, you should still go look at it, right? It's like there's other games that are worse than Psycho Dream that are still very interesting to look at. Part and parcel right here. Scooby-Doo Mystery. I think this is a pretty good adventure game. I think it's pretty interesting. It's on a Super Nintendo of all things. It's a little linear. You need a manual to play it. Its control schemes are a little strange. It's very cool, right? Sure, Super Godzilla is ranked at the bottom. It's not a characterization of which... Look, that's... Some games buck that trend, Myra Zero. You could definitely say in the opposite of what I just said. Some games deserve to be trash and should not be played. Some games, okay? Let's look at Knights of the Round again really quick. And then let's get out of here. Yeah, Pac-Man 2. Yeah, I mean... Ugh. Gun monsters. Jesus Christ. Here we go. Why is it not here? Is it in my other folder? It is. There we go. Everyone but you loves Super Godzilla. That's... Maybe it's not a tastemaker? I don't need to be a tastemaker when I'm right, for God's sakes, Ganj. For God's sakes. We consider this that everyone is wrong. Knights of the Round. 1994. Let's change this really quick. What's up, Merlin? Dull focus. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Speaking of everyone here that would be wrong about Super Godzilla. It's like Dull Focus heard Super Godzilla being talked about and was like, I'm going to get in on this. Let's have attack here on this button and jump on this one. Let's move defense to R. M Crush being our super attack. We don't got to worry about that too much, but that's good on A. So now I have my block or parry on R, which is good. Here's what this game is missing a little bit, right? Let's play as Percival. He's just got that vein in his shoulder. Jesus, Percival, let's ease off the roids a little bit, would you? Is that Percival's shoulder? What else is it supposed to be? Percival's got a dash attack. No other character has this. Which is kind of wild. Let's do this block attack. Ooh. Oh, I missed it. There we go. No one else has this dash attack but Percival, which is kind of weird. But like, Lancelot has like this jumping attack that's a little bit different as well. So like every character's got slight differences on their moves. Percival is, yeah, he's just wearing green washed jeans, kinda. We joked about this last time, but Percival kind of like forgot to put the rest of his armor on because he was like late for a meeting or something. So we only got the shoulder pauldron. That's it. So you can see here, I hold the block button. That's it. It lasts for a bit. I can let go. But you can see here, it's like, when I tap it, I can move again. But if I hold it, he kind of goes, it's like, kind of like this breathing animation. And that's because, like, it puts me in a stun. I can't move until he's finished breathing. So, like, I do have limits on that block, as I said. If I tap it, I can keep moving again, though. But then, obviously, I have a shorter window for the block, right? So it's kind of a parry, but it's kind of not. It's more like a limited block. Ah, Jesus. Let's not get killed by this. Come here, you. But it does work on everything, including bosses. If I can actually land it. There we go. And see how I blink like that a little bit? Which means I'm invincible, basically. There we go. And I can retort like this, which is great. Oh, God! I'm trying not to get killed by this. I'd like to hold on to my lives, if you don't mind. There we go. So yeah, there's some mechanics here that is worth pursuing, right? Great, I leveled up my Percival, which is a funny thing to say. Stage 2, a desperate fight. Come on, keep dashing. That dash is limited, so you have to do it over and over again, but if I press attack out of it, he does like that attack that's got a little more range and stuff on it. And it does a knockback if I recall. Get out of here. This game is, even with this mechanic that I've found with the block, it's still not the best version of this game, right? Like, the arcade version is still better. A lot of it comes down to the sound is a little lacking in this version. Like, every time I pick up that stuff off the ground, it should be making like a little sound, right? Jeez. Let's rewind that. It's almost like, they couldn't find the memory or something to like have the sound channels play every sound effect, which is disappointing. Getting these hit sounds, which are good, but they don't always seem to happen, which is weird. You know? And the music is a little... I mean, the music is fine. I'm not gonna call it good, but serviceable. No, there's a difference, My Hero Zero. You can be a sword man and not be a knight, you know? Gotta be actually bestowed the title of being a knight. You wanna be a sword man? You can just go be a sword man if you want. Just go get a sword. You know? Get out of here. Oh, we leveled up. Be right back. Yeah, look. It doesn't have to be a sword if you don't want. Go get a mace. Or a flail, perhaps? You want to be a flail man? You can be a flail man. I'm already a flail man. Just watch me play any sport. Being honest. I gotta use my block more. What am I doing? When I'm in a bad situation, right? Yeah, like surrounded. I'm already flailing. You look. I just chop up that salad, made it an apple. What the fuck? Just a single apple? That's dog shit. Give me the... Fine. Usually, you know, in this game, we get a treasure chest like this. It's worth more points for you to chop it up and pick up its little pieces like that. Okay, Bradford. Get out of here. Get out of here. Jesus. Jesus! Come on. There we go. Can't get the full combo on it, though. Ah, what the fuck. Ah! Dude! Also, usually I would have knocked it off the horse by now. So, because I take the horse, then use it against them. Let's just eat that. It's fine. There we go. Give me it. Give me your horse. Oh, no! Well... Out here. Okay. Get on screen. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Gotta be kidding me. What? There we go. Oh! Just flew it off screen. Got me. Oh my god. What an asshole. I'm not eating that. Not when he has just one more hit, right? Screw that. Great. Ooh. Now we have more armor. Almost looks like a cyber Percival. What's up, dude? Again, yes, that guy's name is Fat Man, I guess. There we go. Or Birdman! This guy doesn't have a bird. So I'm very confused. They're not following the Swordman logic on this one. Sorry, My Hero Zero. Yeah, it's a cool looking Percival now, right? He has a bird face. Yeah, maybe. Like bird armor. I guess. I like how he's like got that metal knee pad, but he's still wearing like a leather boot. Ooh, give me a horse. There you go. Get out of here. It's a good looking horse, I'll say that. Immediately calling pejorative is very funny to me for some reason. Oh, my horse! Hey, thanks. That guy's name is Skywalker. What? Ow. Oh, come on, I blocked. Yeah. There we go. God, I have no health, huh? Oh! Mistimed that. I still like this game. I like this game significantly more with the block, I'm not gonna lie. It's a very small thing to add. Let's try Lancelot. You know, same thing. Lancelot, slightly faster character. Ow. You know, timing it still challenging. Also. You know, you don't always get successful result out of it. Because you still gotta land the hits after, right? Doesn't lance much, says Liv. Also, trying to fix your hair or die. How's it going, Liv? Also, I just died. I'm not paying attention. Jesus, stop it. Oh! Let's get it from this other angle here. Lance a little, says My Hero Zero. Nice. Nice. Maybe it's like Lance a bit? Not a lot, just a bit. Right? Lance a lot. Could be Lance too much. Get out of here, masked man. Come on. Just go down. Just... Why are you still alive? God. There we go. Right, I had this jump kick attack, which is kind of fun. I think it's like I press the attack and up really quick. Or attack and back. I can't remember. There's like different move inputs. I don't remember what they are for Lancelot here. But like notably with Lancelot, I don't have that double tap forward and dash anymore. I think I can also block if I just hold the attack button, perhaps? Oh, there we go. It's a very quick, like, attack and up on the D-pad. So it's like, kind of have to, like, one then the other really quick. Why you would do it? I'm not sure. That's part of the problem with Lancelot's mechanic here. I just got hit out of the air trying to do it. Please give me health. There we go. So he has a lot of lances, he just doesn't use them often, I guess. Maybe it's like... Ah, oh, Jesus. Oh, come on! Whatever. So maybe it's like lancing as a verb rather than as a noun, right? Can you lance with a sword or with something other than a lance? Oh god! Get out of here, tall man. Ooh. Okay, got the block. There we go. Ah! Got greedy. He's laughing at us. There we go. Or like lancing a pimple? Ugh. Are you saying Lancelot here is making TikToks? Him doing pimple popping to like ASMR? Is that what's going on, Liv? me that salad. Ooh, give me this. Also, tigers! It's Mad Tiger, specifically. It's right in the name. So mad. Oh, God. Lancelot Pimple Pop in 10 hours. Yeah. That's what I'm asking. Out of here, Magic Man. Or Magician. Sorry. I'm just using the same naming standard you have for everyone else in this game. Sorry. I like calling it Lancer because it implies some pageantry. I guess they'll focus us right on that. Hey, stop hitting my friend, would you? Oh, come on, I blocked that. Sometimes it's hard to know when to block in this game, right? Like, the attack patterns on these enemies is not always super clear when it comes to that stuff. They have a little animation sometimes, you know, like this guy kind of like looks like he's gonna stab you with pulling the knife back, but it's not always super clear. And enemies don't always get stuck in like a hit stun when you're doing a full combo on them, right? Like sometimes they pop out of it, like this guy. Oh, give me that salad! Give me that salad! There we go. Buster F's in chat? No, it's Buster S, please. Oh, this... No, wait, no, hold on. This one is Buster F. There's Buster S and Buster F. Sorry. Did not mean to think all Busters are the same. As my mistake. My apologies to all the Bustas out there. My apologies, indeed. Out of here. Give me that salad is me going to grab my dish. I also need to grab some dinner still. Let's finish this boss and then we'll call it. Oh, a Mad Tiger! Get out of here. Give me all that money. Ooh, look at that big chicken. I'll take that. The Silver Emperor. Here's where the block will come in handy. I don't know if I can block that ground stuff, but blocking his normal attacks is definitely what you want. Okay. Get out of here. Ah! Man. Let's see if we can crime this a little bit. Oh, come on. Come on! There we go. Whoop. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, God! Oh, what? There we go. That's dog shit, come on. His sprite is really big, but he's got way more range than I do, right? So I have to, like, move in when I'm invincible like this to do an attack. There we go. Liv, what is this emote? Are you sexualizing? Stop it! Stop it, Ganj! Stop it! Stop it. This game's alright. It's better than where I last ranked it. That is absolutely for sure. Does that make this game really good? It's still lacking. You know. As a port, the arcade game is significantly better than this. Significant. At least functionally speaking, much more significantly, you know? The sound channels, or whatever it is, that's like not letting every sound play when it happens in the Super Nintendo port is super annoying and makes the game feel like super bland. I also think like in the arcade version, more enemies can appear on screen at a time compared to this, right? So like, I feel like there's like not enough chaos happening on screen. You still get surrounded quite a bit, but it's not as action-packed. Gosh, would it be better if the green M&M had 2 proportional feet? One. I'm gonna pretend I didn't read that. Let's re-rank this, shall we? Knights of the Round. I think it's better than Alien 3. I think it's also better than Saturday Night Slam Masters. I think it's a better beat 'em up than Alien vs. Predator. I will go as far as to say I think it's even better than King of Dragons. Another kind of not really a beat 'em up by Capcom, right? But this is like mechanic-less. Whereas there's more to Knights of the Round. But like the only difference is like with King of Dragons, is like each character when you level them up, some are faster, some are slower, some hit harder. That's it. That's it. Right? Now is this Nice Around better than Jurassic Park? Am I streaming tomorrow? I was planning on doing some Rocksmith tomorrow, Liv, but I can go earlier if you want, right? I can go earlier. If you don't want to our streams running up at exactly the same time. You let me know. I'm more than happy to. Nice Around better than Cool Spot. Cool Spot's okay. You can go later. I'll go earlier, and you can also go later, right? And then whenever you're ready to go, I'll just obviously raid you, as usual. As usual, more than happy to. And you know, when I do Rocksmith, it's like we typically pull like different audiences, anyways. So probably won't be too big of a deal in the end. Yeah, they're pretty similar games, right? Pretty similar. They came out in the same year on the Super Nintendo, but the arcade versions, obviously, I think they had different release years. Perhaps? Perhaps? Let's see a quick look here. Oh, that's nice, all round. Come on, Moby Games. There you go. 1991 was the original arcade release from Knights of the Round. Also, man, Moby Games. What's happening? Servers going a little slow. There we go. Yeah, 94, like I said, right? And then King of Dragons. Also 91. Huh. I thought King of Dragons was actually earlier than that. It's too bad I don't even have like months on this, but that would too big a difference. Okay, wait, no, there it is. September 91? Okay. This just says 91. That's fine. That's fine. That's interesting. I didn't realize that. Speaking of Cool Spot, My Hero Zero is trying harder to get a 7-Up sponsorship than me. Does 7-Up even do commercials still? I don't think I've ever seen a 7-Up commercial since the Cool Spot days. You know, Sprite is definitely advertising a lot more. Obviously, they got the NBA, right? Oh, 7-Up is starry now? Or make 7-Up yours? I remember that, actually. I remember that statement. I didn't know 7-Up is starry now, though. Actually, you know what? I think I might have known that. But you're looking at a walking... I mean... Big Cola, Big 7-Up wants to pay me... I'll take it. Does that mean I have to be nicer to Cool Spot? big corporations buying up Cool Spot where it ranks in terms of the best Super Nintendo games of all time. Ah, jeez. Turning to a sellout. I need the money, so I'd do it. Yeah. I thought Ruby Red Squirt was Starry. What? I'm just making shit up. No, I think isn't Starry I thought it was something else. It's Sierra Mist? Okay. Who's it? I know it's like a lemon soda of some sort. Visitor Eye says rank squirt. Oh, jeez. No, I won't. I won't do that, Liv. Not for the VOD, at least. Where does Knights of the Round rank? God. Knights of the Round is better than Alien vs. Predator. Knights of the Round is better than King of Dragons. You know, Knights of the Round is better than Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park, I think a lot about the potential of Jurassic Park, which is deeply interesting. And also the fact it might be one of Ocean's better games. It's not that good. Come on. Is Knights of the Round better than Magic Sword? Another Capcom game, right? I think it's better. Magic Sword, not technically a beat 'em up, right? Plays a little bit more like a shooter. Like, I think Knights of the Round is better than Melfin Stories. Melfin Stories has more charm to it, but its gameplay is really weak as a beat 'em up, right? Like, gameplay wise, it's very, very, very stiff in terms of like the action, like there's no hit combos I mean there is, but they're all like, I looked at Melfin Stories again very recently because I was just like trying to remember more about it. It's like there's like a 3-hit combo, but like all 3 attacks look the exact same for every character. Also, each character has its differences, but it's mostly just like attack speed and range, right? But it's not a very interesting game. I think Knights of the Round is better than Melfin Stories. Is it better than Uncharted Waters? New Horizons? Completely different game. What isn't better than Knights of the Round? I think Mega Man. Is Zoop better than Knights of the Round? It's possible. What isn't it better than? It's not better than Super Variable Geo. There's no way. Mega Man Soccer is bad, says Liv. You're gonna hurt my Hero Zero's feelings. Talking like that. Fix or Die says it. Mega Man Soccer is bad. Yoshi's Safari is definitely better than Knights of the Round. Go-Go Ackman is better. Ichigaiden Trilogy. Yeah, it's better. Airport Iria is more interesting. I think Knights of the Round is... yeah. It's better than Best of the Best. It's also better than Mega Man Soccer. I think it's also better than this Tetris and Dr. Mario package, which I think is very weak. I think Knights of the Round is better than Kunio-kun Dodgeball. I think it's better than Operation Logic Bomb. I think it's better than Usho Totora. It's better than Hyper Iria. Let's get real. Let's get real. think it's also better than Meta Warriors, which is not that good. Ninja Gaiden Trilogy, these are bad remakes of these games. Not remakes, sorry, re-releases. They're extremely bad. Phalanx is better than Knights of the Round. They're remakes? Barely, right? Barely. I would call them ports more than anything. If I had to use descriptive language around that, right? I would call them ports. They don't feel right. I don't know when's the last time you actually tried Ninja Gaiden, the NES versions versus this Ninja Gaiden trilogy live. It is significantly different how they feel. There's like a latency on Ninja Gaiden trilogy that's just awful. Just awful, right? Like, doesn't sound quite right, doesn't look quite right. Its originals are still where it's at. Imagine saying Nice Around is better than Ninja Gaiden. I know. Just because it has a parry. That would make it my list though, right? This Ninja Gaiden trilogy is just dog shit. It's not as good as Go-Go Ackman. That is for sure. I think it's better. I think it's better. No, it's not better. Look, this Knights of the Round port is also not that good. Let's be honest. It's not. It's not. Knights of the Round, new 155. It's Ninja Gaiden trilogy is like marginally better. Marginally. There's like a value to Ninja Gaiden trilogy is what I'll say. Knights of the Round is a fairly short game overall. It's not as good. Fine. It's not as good. As much as I hate that Ninja... Like, it's like, I think the thing that almost got me was like how mad I am that this Ninja Gaiden trilogy is like, it's not up to snuff, right? Because I love the original Ninja Gaiden that much, right? It's very, very good game. It deserves so much better, right? This port seems just so cheap, right? So cheap. And like, it's not like a CRT versus on a digital thing or using a wireless. No, it's none of that. Like, it feels so off to something that's like, I'll go as far as to say, I think a seminal NES game, right? Absolutely seminal work. And it can't even get that part right, you know? It's almost like it just kind of said, oh, the visuals, look at it, it's better. It's like, no, it's not. Get the fuck out of here. Even at the time, everyone hated that Ninja Gaiden collection. I don't remember that. I believe it. They lanced it. They lanced it a lot, perhaps. There's a lance too much. Yeah, it's me. Thanks a lot for coming, everyone, today. We'll keep streaming a bit, but we have to end this VOD. They lanced it, Jerry! Jesus Christ. Is that a Kramer voice, or is that more of a George Costanza? I think it's more of a Costanza, right? Maybe not Costanza. Maybe it's more like, what's the Ovaltine guy's name? What's the character's name? I feel like I can see him saying it, right? It's always George, generally speaking, yeah. But it's like, in my head, I kind of hear that the Ovaltine joke guy saying it too. Thanks again for coming, everyone. It's time to end the stream. We played a lot of games today. We re-ranked, you know, obviously Knights of the Round. We also re-ranked Psycho Dream. Ovaltine Steve? Yeah, that's got to be it. Thanks, Liv. Also, you know, we played. What else did we play today? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Right, we played Mortal Kombat today. Christ. Played Mortal Kombat 2. That's pretty good. We played Mortal Kombat 1. It's bad. It's real bad. The Super Nintendo version of Mortal Kombat 1 is real bad. Let's be very clear, right? We also re-ranked the Sailor Moon game. It's good, but it's not as good as I said it originally was. It's fucking crazy where it was before. Doesn't have Raphael in it, which is too bad, but hey. But hey. You know, throw that hack on top. It'll make it a better game, that's for sure. And of course, Nights Around Here, yet again. Pretty good. It's pretty good. All told, right? No Sailor Turtle. Nope. Not in this version. Just too bad. But still a good fighting game, generally speaking. We'll be back again tomorrow with some Rocksmith, as we talked about a little bit earlier. The start time, I might go a little bit earlier than usual, right? A little bit earlier. Maybe like, 4 o'clock, 4:30, maybe 5 p.m., maybe something like this, right? So catch me then. We'll be back with more Super Nintendo games next week, next Thursday. But also this Monday, I think we're going to go back to Silk Song for a little bit. Actually, I've not played it since the Monday stream. We got into Act 3, we went down into the abyss. I might play that game a lot more on this weekend. So it's like, I'll probably see a little more progress. I'll probably just do a bunch of exploration. I'll probably look for things I can do on stream on Monday, is what I'm going to say. So I might find some quests and then we'll actually do them on Monday, stuff like that. Did I actually rank Nights Around? Yeah, I did. I think you might have blanked out a little bit. I think you did actually blank out. It's right there, right below Ninja Gaiden Trilogy, right? Just under. Very close. It's very, very close. Used to be way lower. Not way, way low, but pretty low, right? Too busy thinking about the Ovaltine? Yeah, I guess. I get it. You're thinking about George Costanza, which, I guess. No shame in that. I guess. Jason Alexander seems really cool. Is he cool? I guess. He seems alright. Pac-Man 2 rear rank? We're ending this show! Jesus Christ! Thanks again for coming around. I will talk to y'all later. We're going to keep streaming for a bit. But for the VOD, we'll say goodbye first. Have a good night and take care. Peace.